Hey, I'm Jeff Vitolo. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Appreciate all the love. Episode 2, How to Play in a Band. We're going to get on to it real quick. Before we go any further, I want to thank our sponsor today for this episode, T-Rex Apparel. That's right. They make my t-shirts. They can make yours too. Mail order, all kind of stuff. Everything they do. Uniforms, embroidery, vehicle wraps, any kind of apparel. See these guys. I'll tell you what, I'm going to link the description down below, and we'll talk more about T-Rex Apparel in the middle of the episode. Thanks for stopping by again. We're going to talk about how to play in a band. So episode 2, we're going to talk about finding your style. What is that? Your style, your personal style. Like when you play, what style are you? What style am I? What style is he? What style is her? So as you grow as a musician, as you're into this style of music and that style of music and all this stuff that's influenced you over your time of becoming a musician or a singer, whatever, you want to find your own place. You want to find your own style. You want to find yourself. Now, don't be afraid to show your influences. Don't be afraid to mix them all up in one milkshake, and make something special that your own personality could bring out to life, Even if you're in like a cover band or even a tribute band, all those bands have their own styles, okay? Now, if you're in a tribute band, of course, you got to lock into the person that you're paying tribute to, like whoever. If you're in a cover band, if you're doing certain gigs where the band needs to look professional and stuff, that's still a style. Yeah, it's hard to develop your own style when you're playing in cover bands and stuff like that, but that's your thing along the way that's going to help you develop your own style. So, for instance, if you're playing original music, okay, and you're playing covers in your band, originals and covers, try to pick the cover songs that are kind of like your originals. Think about that. So, what I usually do is, over the years, I've been playing rock and metal and blues and rockabilly and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what's made me my style today. When I was younger and I was going after the hard rock and metal scene back in the day, that's what I was into. That's the look I was going for. And over the years, I've taken all my influences, everything that I've been into, and moved it into one little milkshake. And that's who I am today. And the main thing I want to stress on finding your own style is being yourself. Being yourself is going to take you a lot further in your career than trying to emulate somebody else. We all emulate other people, but you want to take all those influences that you emulate and mix it all together and figure out a way to bring it out in your own personality. Because your own personality is going to sell it the best. You want to be yourself. You want to, hey, I wear it on my sleeve. That I'm into rockabilly and blues and rock and metal and all that stuff. Well, guess what? All that together makes my style and my sound and me. And my own personality, myself, molds it all together, and that's what you get. So whether you're a singer, whether you're play an instrument, whether you're writing songs, think about the style of yourself and what you're going for. There's a lot of people that you listen to them and you hear other styles, or you hear, well, that sounds like that guy or that guy or that guy. Well, some people get locked into trying to be that other person, but you can still draw from those influences and those people that you love. Make sure you put it in a way to where it's coming out as you, because you are the one that you're selling. You're not selling somebody else. Yeah, you're using what you've learned from them, and you're the techniques you learn from them, and maybe the moves and maybe the look, and you just mold it all together. And at the end of it all, you want yourself to come out in all that. And you'll find if you have all these different influences, whatever genre it is, growing up and learning stuff, and developing your sound and your technique and stuff and your look. The best thing you can do is make sure that you don't forget about yourself. Yourself is what's going to sell the song. And that's the main thing of playing in a band when you're on stage, whether you're playing cover songs, originals, whether you're in a tribute band, you have to sell those songs. And selling those songs means the personality that's delivering the song. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does. It makes a lot of sense. The thing you want to make sure that you do is you put your own self in there, because yourself is different than anybody else. And the cool thing about finding a sound or a style is taking all those ingredients, pouring it into a milkshake, blending it on up, and next thing you know, putting yourself as the main ingredient. And then after all, you come out with who you are. I know it's kind of weird, but you want to definitely think about your style. Style is what's going to really get you. Most people, they listen with their eyes. Sure, they listen with their ears. But when you come out and you look like the person that they're going to see, like when you go see your favorite artist, you know that's who they are. Whether they're rap, rock, country, or whatever, they fit into a certain style, and that's what you're trying to sell. You're trying to go to that target audience of whatever genre that you're going for. And the cool thing about it, you'll see people that rise above everything, is they're different. Yeah, you know that they're influenced by this or influenced by that, but they're different. They're selves. They've taken all those ingredients of everything that they're into, and they molded it in, and they represented it coming out as their self. I hope that makes some sense to you, because it's definitely a very important thing that you need to think about when you're playing in a band. Well, today's episode is sponsored by T-Rex Apparel. Great company. If you want merchandise, T-shirts, all kind of different apparel, embroidery. They do signs. If you want to make a tent or something like that for a booth, for like a convention or something or whatever. Also, you can go to their website. They'll mail order your stuff. You just send them your information. And a great, great, great company that's worked with my band for a long time. And I'm proud because I get T-shirts from these guys and stuff. And I'll tell you what, quality stuff, great turnaround, great service. Get your T-shirts right away. Little turnaround time by the time you order them, but they'll ship them anywhere for you. They're in the Florida area. They have a place in Hudson, Florida, an actual building you can go to, but you can go online and order anything you want from T-Rex Apparel. And what I'll do is I'll leave the links to their website. Once again, it's TEERexLLC.com. And they got all kind of stuff. You go to the website, there's so much to look at, so much information, so much that they provide for you. Men's, women's, children's, sports apparel. If you have a sports team, they'll make all your uniforms for you. All kind of great stuff. These guys are good. I'll tell you what, anybody that wants this stuff, just go online, place your order, and you're going to be satisfied with a great quality stuff from T-Rex Apparel. I promise you that. Now, once you do call them, tell them Jeff sent you. Ask for Jimmy. Jimmy's my buddy. Ask for Jimmy. Tell him Jeff sent you. I'm wearing their T-shirts all the time. Matter of fact, we just sold out a batch of T-shirts this past Memorial weekend, and got to place another order. Once again, thank you so much, T-Rex Apparel, for making our band shirts and some of our merchandise. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys sponsoring this episode. Once again, T-Rex Apparel, Rex LLC.com. Check them out. Get yourself some shirts, get yourself some hats, get yourself anything you need with your logo and your custom name on it, okay? Now back to the episode. Now, in this episode, we're talking about finding your own style. It's very important to find your own style. It's very important when you show up at these shows or gigs that you're doing to be that person. Come in flip-flops and a regular shirt, and why would you do that? People want to see somebody special on stage. Look, if you don't think you're special, if you don't present yourself in a way, people aren't going to perceive you that way. My vocal coach years ago, his name's Al Cohen. He taught me one thing. He says, I could teach anybody how to sing, but I can't teach everybody how to sing in a way to where people are going to want to watch them sing. And that means you got to put your own style. You got to put your own thing into it, that kind of X factor thing that makes you who you are. And like I said, it could be all your influences wrapped up into one. All the biggest artists you ever heard, whatever genre, they have their influences. And the ones that rise to the top are the ones that take those influences, right? They mold them all together, but it comes out with their own personality. You got to be you. You got to be you, and you got to sell those songs, sell that music, and you got to be somebody on stage that people love to see, whether it's 10 people or whether it's 1,000,000 people. Some of your favorite artists, when you see them, you know that they're rock stars or they're special. They got something. They might not be all flamboyant and dressed up. They might not be all flashy, but they got their own style that's probably attracted you to like them. Now, think about that. And once again, I appreciate you guys stopping by. All these little videos I'm going to do, how to play in a band. If you have any ideas, okay? So here's what we're doing. We're going to take the most important part of playing in a band, which is playing on stage, right? And performing. We're going to talk about everything else. So if you got an idea, once again, for any episodes, leave it in the comments. And like I said in the last episode, I hope my musician friends will chime in and give some of their ideas about how they develop their own style. And over the next course of these videos, I'm going to have some of my musician buddies chiming in on video and stuff and help me out with some of these different topics. But if you have a topic that you want to see, make sure you leave it in the comments. And make sure that you tell your friends about these little videos. And if you can, please, please, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave some comments, have some fun. And I really appreciate you coming by and seeing this, because I'm having a good time doing this. You know, all my friends I talk to and everybody that's getting involved with this with me said, "Oh, it's a fun thing you're doing." Well, I'm having fun with it. And remember, when you're developing your own style, make sure you're having fun with it too, because it makes it all worth it. Now, once again, today's sponsor of this video is T-Rex Apparel. That's TEEREX LLC.com. Get yourself some t-shirts, get yourself some hats, get yourself some custom embroidery. If you're in the Florida Hudson area, you can get your vehicles wrapped. You can get all kind of stuff. These guys can make anything for you. Now, when I say finding your own style, these guys can help you with your own style, which means your logos, your custom printing, making yourself your own style. That's what you want to do. Well, thanks for stopping by again. Once again, this t-shirt right here, check this out. Throttle America. That's right. Check out my friends. We do some shows. Throttle America does like some rat rod and hot rod shows all over the country in different spots. So you can go check out their website. And I'll be at the next Wrench Fest 2023 here in Florida, in Tampa. It's first Saturday of December. I'll have more on that. But check out my friends over there. Throttle America. Appreciate you guys too. All right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Once again, thanks a lot. Find your own style. Have yourself a good time playing in a band. Order some t-shirts and stuff from T-Rex Apparel. And come on back again, because we're going to talk about and we're going to figure out together how to play in a band. See you next time.